Okay, everybody. Already. Okay, bear with me. Yes, I still have a cough. I have medicine and stuff, so hopefully it'll soon go away. So I am playing in Diane's new, I just have that there to work on that side. Playing with Diane's new large black dot grid journal. And with having a cough, I wouldn't talk, but with moving soon, I know when this release comes out. Actually, the day this is released. Oh, my camera's gone blurry. There we go. The day this is released, my son is going to college. We have to drive him to college, so I won't be able to deal with it then, and I won't be able to do a voiceover or anything like that. Because then 2 days after that, 3 days, yeah, we're moving. So I feel like the only way I'm going to get this out to you is if I talk during the video. And I apologize. I know it's annoying to watch a video where somebody's coughing. So I'm going to try and talk as little as I can, just when I need to tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get a lozenge first to see if that'll help. Okay, so I also want to say before I start, there's a lot going on right now. Well, I haven't been feeling well for like 5 weeks, so that's part of it. But also, we were having people coming and viewing the house, and so we were having to leave all the time and keep the house nice and clean and tidy. And now the house is sold, and we've been packing and packing and packing, or I've been packing and packing. And like I said, my son's going to college, so there's a lot happening right now. And with having a cough, I really don't want to be doing voiceovers for videos and stuff. So I haven't had much time for my YouTube channel, and I do apologize, and this is not going to be a forever thing. There's just a lot going on right now, and so it's 13 days, I believe, until we move. When you're seeing this video, it'll just be 2 or 3 days. And once I move, I have no idea how long it's going to be before I get, I don't know, things set up. Like, I know my art room won't be finished for quite some time, but I'm hoping I can set up some sort of at least like small temporary setup with, like, maybe I won't have all my art supplies. Well, I know I won't have all my art supplies, but maybe I'll just leave out my favorite stuff, like all my Ranger stuff and then all my collage stuff and journals, and just have to work with what I have. But I don't know what my setup will be for filming, or if I'll be able to film. Like, really, I have no idea. But if I have any updates where I can't film and tell you something, then in the community tab on my YouTube channel, sometimes I'll post something there. Not very often, but I will let you know in that community tab what's happening and when hopefully you'll be able to hear from me. So just have patience, and no, I'm not letting my YouTube channel die or anything like that. It's just a very busy time. So just bear with me, and hopefully sometime next month or at the latest October, things will be better. Okay? Like I said, for the cough part, I've been to the doctor, I've had chest x-rays, and no bronchitis, surprisingly. But I have meds and an inhaler, so hopefully, and I just got it last night, so, no, the night before. So hopefully soon the medication will kick in and this cough will go away. So anyway, getting back to this. I'm going to take the Stencil from Nature Large, and it's the wonky flower one. I'm going to work on the right side because where it's a new journal, you know, it's just easier to work on this side for now. And I'm just going to do some random flowers. And I think what I want to do I want to do some flowers with some of Diane's new shimmer paints in Rose Quartz and Peony Blush. So I'm just shaking them both up, and I'm going to squirt a little bit on my mat. I'm going to try and use an ink blending foam tool thing. I find this one hard to do because it has all these long things. It's really hard to do without making a mess. So I'm going to a sponge. So I'm just using a makeup wedge. That way I don't have to worry about constantly hooking up on these. I do find with the shimmer paint, you have to use a lot more paint. Like with Diane's regular paints, a little goes a long way. But I don't find that to be the case with the shimmer paints. I do find you have to use more. I don't really mind because when I use the shimmer paints, I'm not usually doing like a whole page with them or anything, so I don't find it too bad. I do, however, find that you don't get a very pretty coverage with the, I'll zoom in. Like it's not as, like if it was her regular paints, it would look much nicer. Like here with the shimmers and using a makeup wedge is a bit blotchy. That's why I wanted to use this, because I think this blends it better. But I don't want to wreck my stencil. So I'm going to take a little bit, that was rose quartz. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the peony blush. I'm just going to use the same wedge. And I'm just adding a bit of that in there as well. And then going back to rose quartz. I'm just getting a mixture of the two. And then I'm just going to randomly place it somewhere else. Okay, I think that's it. It's an odd number. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for this to dry before we can do anything else. Actually, while we're waiting for that to dry, we can do something else. So, I'm gonna take the stencil from Ladies Who Lunch, and this is a new release as well. And we're gonna take this one here, and let's use a contrasting color and go with Blue Lagoon. I'm gonna need, I should just cut the tip off of this one. Actually, since that's a big one, I'm gonna try and use the blending foam. Because it is much easier. See, and that comes out so much prettier. Oh, you should see the shimmer on this one. It is beautiful. Now we're going to wait for that to dry. Okay, so I know the light is glaring on the shimmer. So this stencil is the same size, like it works perfectly with this stamp. So it just fits right in there. And other ones work as well with the other stencils. So that one works with that, and then so this stamp is paper covering it. Ladies Who Lunch. So Ladies Who Lunch works with the stencil Ladies Who Lunch. And then the Ladies Who Lunch Duo. So that's pretty easy to know which one works with which. So Night at the Opera and Night at the Opera Duo for the one small one. I don't have the large, the single stamp for Night at the Opera, so I can't show you that. And then, okay. I'm sure Diane has shown this. Like right now I don't know because it's really August the 20th. So, but I'm sure she'll have shown this in her release video. So Walk in the Park, we'll go with Walk in the Park Duo, like the one because the stencil, but just remember, like with it this way, this stencil is going with this stamp, but you flip your stencil over and it should, I'm guessing, work with this one. I haven't tried it, but I would think it would. And I don't have, if there is a large one for that one, I don't have it. And then we have A Day at the Races. And I do have that large one. And I have that one. So I haven't checked, but I'm guessing some of the hat stamps will work with it as well. Like by the looks of it, yeah. The glasses stamp will work and the hats will work. Excuse me. So, with that being said, and by the way, because I know I'll get asked, this is just Recollections cardstock from Michaels. That's what I use to paint on. So we are going to take Ladies Who Lunch, the large one, and we're going to stamp it. Now I'm just using Ranger's Archival in jet black. I think I went off a bit, but that is okay. Isn't that pretty? Like I said, I did go off a bit, like my stamp was turned too much. But I'm still going to use that image. Okay, so now for this, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I know I want to doodle in the background. I'm trying to think of a way to doodle where the dots help with that. But I don't know what kind of doodle I want to do. And I haven't taken any of Diane's classes. The only Diane class I think that I've taken, I know I've taken the alphabet cards, but I think that's the only one. I don't think I've taken any of the other ones, so I don't know how she uses the dots in her favor, except for like the checkerboard. I don't want to do a checkerboard on that whole entire background. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm going to cut this out. And even though my stamping is off, I'm still going to cut around the painted part. It is not going to be perfect. I have two pieces, but no, it's just one. I have so many, I don't know if it's so many, but I do have videos to share, like where I've made stuff. I just can't get around to editing them to share them with you guys on YouTube. I just hope by the time I get around to it, it's not like boring. I don't know. It's just some stuff when so much time has passed, you feel kind of silly posting it at that point. I don't know why, but it would be nice to be at a point where I could post videos as they're happening, like current. But it's not happening yet. So I feel like the light glaring on it is making it hard for you to see. But that's just what I'm seeing. I'm sure on the computer screen it probably looks just fine. So the reason I went with blue is I thought it would stand out a lot from the background because it's contrasting, which it will. So I know I want to outline my flowers with black. Like do it so I'm on the inside of it and you actually see it. So I'm going to do that while I know that's something I need to do. So now what? I don't know what pattern I want to do in the background. I wonder what it would look like if we took another one. I'm going to give this a try. So I'm going to trace this stencil and avoid the circle parts. So you see what I'm doing? I'm tracing the circle, but stopping whenever I meet the flower. Okay. So I think in the diamond shaped parts, I'm just going to do like that. Just make sure I'm on camera. I feel like I want something else for in the middle. I think I want this circle line to be a little more bold. Now what? Maybe I'll do a checkered pattern inside these circles. So I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it. My husband's playing music in the kitchen and I'm afraid YouTube will pick up on it. So I'll be muting me and probably play some music in the background so I don't get hit with copyright. So just watch as I do it. And I'm just using the lines, you know, the dots to make the lines. Okay, I will say one thing I've noticed for drawing the lines. Once you do your lines one way, you can't see them to do them the other way. Okay, I noticed already I'm really not liking it, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. At least finish this circle, because once the circle's done, maybe I'll like it better, but I'm really not liking it. I really don't like it. I really, really don't. I'm going to do every other one and then see. It's crazy how it's putting me in a bad mood just to have to do it because I'm not liking it. So continuing with it is making me cranky. But you can't do just one and not finish it. So I'm trying to suck it up and do it. Trying to make it a little messier because I find I tend to like things a little better if it's not so, like, not say that's perfect, but I don't know. Just don't like things too neat. Okay. I really don't like it. So now what? I don't know. I think I'm going to take, let's see, one of our newer stencils, like not our newest, but another one. Let's try. Let's do that. So I'm just tracing around the edge and then scribbling. Okay, so that one was lock and roll and small. It's crazy how there's a lot going on, but I still feel like stuff is missing. So I'm going to see about painting in these circles with the peony blush. So I'm still not liking this. I painted the circles with the peony blush, and then I went back in again on the flowers with the rose quartz. And with it being on the black, there's not there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. And I don't know, I'm not liking the page. So I'm gonna keep going at it until I'm probably left with nothing. Or I actually like it, or I just give up on it. So I've decided that I'm gonna cut away the edge border, and I'm really been thinking about cutting out this part, but I don't really want to, so I'm trying this first. So I have Diane's cutting mat underneath. I don't know, you guys. I'm just really not liking this. I don't know if there's anything I can do to like it. This may help. I didn't want to do this, but I may actually like it when it's done. Not getting rid of all of them, just the ones at the top and bottom. Okay, so I still don't love it, but I like it better than what it was. And now that I've cut all that out, I wish I hadn't done that, but oh well. Because I did that, it makes me want to do something. So I will just add that on there. But before I do, I want to see, yeah, I think I'm just going to trace around the stencil. I'll tell you what glue I'm using once I get this glued down. Aleene's Fast Grab Tacky Glue. And what I like is the bottle has this big base, so you can leave it upside down. And it's meant to because it's written upside down. So that's that. This is Bubblegum Pink, Diane's paint pen. I'm going to use my work here is done because I am so done with this page. So, not my favorite. I didn't really hide that. But there's concepts about it. Like, I still think this could be nice. Still do the cutouts, not do the wavy edge border, not do the checkered board in the middle of the circle. Maybe if I picked another stencil or something and did it in the middle. So I think there's ideas that you can draw from the page. So anyway, there you go. I hope you learned something from it. Even though I don't like it, I mean, some people may. Or you may just get bits and pieces from it that you can take away and use in a different way. So thanks so much for watching and putting up with my coughing. Bye. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.